Hey, y'all, it's your girl Queen 30, and I'm back. If ain't nobody tell you today they love you, I love you because you could be anywhere in the world, but you right here with me right now. And before we begin, y'all, I'm going to need you to tap that like button, share, and turn your notifications on, and hit that subscribe button so you can get this weekly updates on a regular basis, y'all. You want to turn your notifications on, tap the like button. It's free. It ain't gonna cost you nothing. Go on, type the like button, turn on some notifications on so you can get these weekly updates. I do the Sunday night chart markup every week. And if you want to get in this call live, then go in the description below this video and join my Discord for free. Okay, so y'all can get this work. All right, y'all. Now come on, let's go get this Sunday night chart work. Come on, let's go.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation.
You've got to have your own list of whys. One of the big thrusts for success is to come up with a strong enough why.
He who has a why can bear almost any how. It's time for you to look inward and begin asking yourself the big questions. Who are you? And what do you want?
Work on your list of whys. That's what we learn. If the why is powerful, the how is easy.
You're going to realize it one day. That happiness was never about your job or your degree or being in a relationship. Happiness was never about following in the footsteps of all of those who came before you. It was never about being like the others. One day you're going to see it. That happiness was always about the discovery, the hope, the listening to your heart, and following it wherever it chose to go. Happiness was always about being kinder to yourself. It was always about embracing the person you were becoming. One day you will understand that happiness was always about learning how to live with yourself, that your happiness was never in the hands of others. One day you will realize that true happiness comes from within, and no external factors can define it. It was always about you. It was always about you.
I say chase your dreams, man. Do that thing, man, that keeps you up at night. That thing that bothers you, man, that makes you trip. You can't quit thinking about it. You always, that thing, man, that you wake up in the middle of the night, you got a new idea. That's what you got to chase. Because anything else, you're going to forever be sad, man. If you don't chase that dream, it's going to forever be miserable.
To get anything of value, you have to sacrifice.
Paul, what is your purpose? Why are you here?
It's just too hard.
Do you know that the harder thing to do and the right thing to do are usually the same thing? Nothing that has meaning is easy.
You asked for strength, and you received challenges to become stronger. You asked for a positive mind, and you were thrown into darkness to find your own light. You see, everything has its purpose, so only focus on improving yourself. That's all you can ever do.
All right, y'all, let's get started. So, we're going to start with Bitcoin since this thing is taking flight and making new highs. We got the current high right now, which is probably the way this candle opened up is likely going to go higher. So we got to adjust the monthly on Bitcoin. So the monthly high right now is monthly high is 119,984. Let's see my thing. Hold on. You're not coming up. Look at my chart pearls. Hold up. Why is my chart not adjusting? Is this the big one? Hold on 1 second. Let me fix this. Gotta grab my mouse. I'm not sure why it's not doing that. Put a new line and see if I do it like that. What am I trading you now? See, supposed to be 119,984. Not sure why this thing is not changing right here. Let me see if it's going on. I mean, I'll go on real quick. Is that supposed to change? I'm gonna restart my trading view because it's not, it's freezing, man. Yeah, I should be able to see my screen is loading up. There you go. Say the high is 119. $984. You got 50 so. Put it back to the month. We gotta readjust that mid-month area for Bitcoin. This definitely might change because we don't know if Bitcoin is finished making its high or not. This definitely might change though. So we got the high 119, 984. We got 52, and the monthly low 99, 732. We got 47. I'll put that at the bottom of the annual. 99, 732. Got 47. Giving us a new mid-month of 109.
Way.
So we got a new mid-month 109, 858.50. So we got the weekly and the monthly high the same right now. So we don't need a weekly high line. So the weekly and the monthly high is both 119, 984, 52. And the weekly low is 110, 111. Got a lucky weekly low. 35. And we got the weekly high, weekly monthly high, 119, 984 dot and 52 cents. The weekly low, 110, 111 dot 35. Giving us a midweek of $115,047 and 94. The way this weekly candle open up is I don't see this thing pulling back. Like if it does pull back, Bitcoin does pull back, it'll likely pull back to continue to buy. Like, it's probably gonna pull back to continue to buy. This is the 4-hour order block right there. But again, there's no indication on where it's going right now. So if you taking a buy, you holding it, you wanna have a trailing stop because you don't have an indication on where it's going. So if you're not already in for a buy, you will want to wait for it to pull back before you enter for a buy on Bitcoin. But definitely wait for a pullback from this. This is the 4-hour order block here. So it may pull back here or it may pull back to the weekly because this is your engulfing right here. There's 1, 2, actually 3 engulfings. 1, 2, 3 right here. After it bounced off the mid-month, they gave 3 engulfing candles. Like this is where they dumped their money at. Right off the damn mid-month, right here. Came right out of a daily order block. Right here. Let me delete that. It came right out of a daily order block here. Hey, Jazz.
Greetings all.
We're gonna go over to the 30. We are seeing some rejection in the 30 already, which is anticipated based off of where it's at. That's how we got the weekly candle pullback so low. I think the monthly high range. We got the right monthly highs. So the weekly high for US 30 is 44. It's 44,222.3. And we got the weekly low. $43,971.8. It's showing that it's pulling back out of that weekly order block. This is not a coincidence, y'all. Just look where it's at. Right here. So we got the high 44,222. Got 3. We got the low 43,971.8. $44,097.1. This is the indication for sell on a daily. 30. So during New York session, you should be looking for a sell on the 30. I'm likely going to call it. So, because this is a good, the way it's setting up right now is a good setup. We got it coming out of, we got some good confluences. We got it coming out of a weekly sell area. It opened, the weekly candle opened up way lower than the previous week candle. So it's breaking, it's coming out of this area of sell. This is a heavy volume area for sell. So this is what you would call smart money, because this right here is the area where they're putting in their sell orders. Now, when you're looking at the news and you're seeing what's happening in the news, okay, I want y'all to pay attention to this, because right here, when it sold, the last indication for news, when it sold like this heavy from this area, was the tariffs. Okay. Right now we have talks of tariffs again going on. We got a lot of politics going on. So pay attention when it's in these areas, the news that they be causing to happen to cause the market to drop. Okay? So they're putting their sell orders in right up here in the same area. It's not changing. So be looking for those sell setups on the 30 tomorrow. Nas is gonna sync up with it. Yes, it is.
So you saying they about to start talking tariffs again?
They was discussing tariffs again because in February when they did when it was selling off before, it was the tariffs that dropped the market. That was the news that caused the market to drop. But it was also because it was in that area. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, it was in that area where they needed to sell. The news is what pushed it. But it was already in the area of sales, what I'm saying. The news is actually delayed. We get the news 3 days after the news actually comes out. So we're getting news late. They know what's happening in the news, basically. Like, the fact that it's in this area is not a coincidence that the stuff that's happening in the news is happening and that's causing the market to drop. It's like market manipulation. This is not a coincidence. This is a higher time frame. It sold from this area 1, 2 times, and you see it selling again from the same area. Here, when it sold in February, this was the tariffs happening. This was literally the tariffs happening, all in first quarter. There was some news recently about the tariffs again. And again,
so Bitcoin might start selling too.
it might reject, but they dumped a lot of money in Bitcoin. But before Bitcoin continue its buy, it's gonna pull back basically like a slingshot. It's gonna pull back some. Right now, you're gonna have a lot of people jumping in for buys because they see it going up. So you're gonna have the people jumping in it, but that's when they like to sweep the market and be like, "Oh, you niggas is jumping in for the buy. Let's take your money out real quick." So the people jumping in for the late buys might get swept because it's gonna pull back before the buy continues. The Nas has synced up with the 30. It did open up lower this week. I feel like the monthly on the Nas got higher. It did. So the monthly high definitely changed on the Nas to 22,944.43. Let's try to adjust the chart for Nas real quick. $22,944.43. The low is 21,0660.23. Giving us a new mid-month of 22,000 and 33 cents. The weekly high is 22,773.80. The weekly low 22,496.58. See, this is the Nas was been supposed to sell. The Nas was been supposed to sell off. But they're sinking. The 9s and the 30 is sinking back up. All right, so we got the high of 22,773.80, and we got the low 44,496.58. And we got the midweek at 22,635.19. Okay. So this is a sell indication that the Nas gave on the daily. But I'm looking for it to break this midweek right here. I'm looking for it to break the midweek. This looked like it would be a nice sell on because once it break there, the target would be this order block here on a 4-hour. So I'm gonna be looking for a sell on Can you leave them alone while I'm on the class? All right, so on Monday we want to be looking for a sell setup on so go ahead and look at gold. Gold was booming last week. Gold was definitely booming last week. Let me delete these other the previous week markdowns. So we gotta adjust this because the monthly made a new high on gold. So the new monthly high is 33,748. got 10. And we got the monthly high 33.74. We got 10. 33.44. We got 02. So we give us a new mid-month of 33.09. Got 06. We got the monthly and the weekly highs the same. The weekly low as 33.31. Got 16. Okay, so weekly high 33. Weekly monthly high is the same. 33.74. 10. The low 33.31. 16. 33.52. Got 63. Looking at the weekly open for gold, you guys can anticipate in a buy on it. The pull, especially if it don't break that midweek, like even if it wick below it, like, I'm looking for the buy to continue. Based off the buy momentum that we have here, we have it coming out of an order block of 4 hour daily order block. Yeah. Right there. Okay, so we got it coming out of this daily order block here. And we got the 4 hour order block here. Actually, two order blocks here. So we got 2 order blocks here. That's gold is coming out of. Now you're looking. So for gold, we're gonna be looking for a buy for gold. We're looking for it to reject. All right, so for gold, reject right around this midweek area. I will still wait until around London though. I believe it's gonna break this high. I want to get my stop that wide though. It's likely probably already starting to pull back up. You'll see it's rejecting off the midweek. You see? It's rejecting already off the midweek. Yeah. Okay. Oh man. Hold on. What's going on in my mouth? There we go. What's good, DJ? What is that? It looks like DJ made a new monthly high, so the new monthly high for DJ is 199.834. $199.834. The low 194. Zero, zero, one. Giving a new mid-month. $196.918. So we got the weekly high, 198. We got 990. The weekly low, 197. We got 528. One nine eight got 990. 197 538. One nine eight got 259 as the midweek resistance. So DJ. I'm looking for DJ to retest before the buy continues. So right now we got a lot of unclear price action happening on a daily time frame. And it looks like it's rejecting off of the midweek. It looks like it's heavy rejection off the midweek. It retested this area 1, 2, 3 times. I know if we go down to a lower time frame, we don't see it pulling up. Yep. Rejecting here. DJ is setting up for a buy. Definitely setting up for a nice buy on DJ. The DJ is in session right now. And this area right here is where it's been buying from 1, 2, 3 times. So it's looking like it's definitely setting up for a nice buy for DJ. So I'll be looking for a buy on DJ. I will wait probably towards London to get in for a buy for DJ. And that's how we got a lot of unclear price action going on the daily. I will wait more towards London, but it's definitely at an area where it's buying from. So I'll be looking for an entry for DJ. Check out the DXY before we finish. We got the dollar index pulling back up. So if the dollar is buying this week, then gold will be selling, especially if it rejects this mid-month. So we got the weekly high on the DXY at 98.030. And the low at 97.5. The low at 97.575. $98.030, 97.575, 97.803. The dollar index is pulling up. And gold is buying too. I'm gonna put an entry in for gold because the dollar index is pulling up. The DXY is buying. Typically, they don't move in the same direction. But you got gold going up with the DXY right now. They don't typically move in the same direction. You see? They both moving in the same direction. Which is not typical. So before I put an entry in for gold, I'm gonna do some more research on that. Because they don't typically move in the same direction. So we got for US 30, we should be looking for a sell in session. For NAS, we should be looking for a sell in session. For Bitcoin, you want to wait for this pullback before you enter a buy. Even though it don't look like it's pulling back, it looks like it's going to make a new high, especially because the 4-hour candle opens up in less than an hour and it's at the high. So it's probably going to make a new high before it pulls back. Let's look where it's at. And GJ is rejecting the midweek right now. Like heavy rejection on the midweek. But I will wait more towards London when the GBP market opens. Because right now we're in JPY session. So when London open, we'll see more movement from this. Any questions, y'all? Or anything else y'all want me to look at before we end? All right.
Oil.
Huh? All right, y'all. Let's go get this bread. Let's get this paper for this week. Okay? Use proper risk management, y'all. Don't go in risking it all. I know the market is making some nice moves and we got some nice setups, but don't go risking it all.
Oil.
Oil. Yes. The market is making some nice moves. Let's go.
He said oil.
You want me to look at oil, Mike?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so we're going to take a look at oil real quick. I haven't looked at oil in a minute. I have not. Gas prices might be dropping. That's where oil is sitting at. Sure. The gas price just might be dropping just based off of where oil is sitting at.
It dropped in Texas.
Yeah, it looked like it's finna start dropping. Look where it's sitting at. It's coming out of 2 weekly order block. So oil is definitely setting up for a sell. I'm gonna mark up the weekly on this. We got the high at 68.88. We got the low 67.61. $68.88 and 57.61. We got the midweek. Resistance of 58.25. But the way the daily open up, it looked like it might go up though. So maybe it's just pulling back for it to continue to buy. Because it's rejecting this midweek area right here. If it don't break, then it might go back up. If it don't break, it's probably gonna go back up. That's right now it's hovering and moving sideways. This is the area where it sold from before, so we would need it to break this midweek. This is a good sell area right here. You see that? Right here is where heavy sell volume came from, right under this midweek. But we would need a clear break to confirm that. To confirm the sell. So I have to break below this midweek to confirm that sell. So wait more towards New York session and see if it breaks this midweek area, that 68.25 area. So just set your alert for here, Mike. 68.23 to see if it breaks. And see if you get a candle confirmation to close below the midweek to tell you whether or not it's gonna break. For oil. All right, y'all. Go ahead and close this out. Get this money for this week. Let's get this bread. Stay focused. Make sure your mind is clear before entering any trade. Make sure your mind is definitely clear. That should be the first thing on your checklist before entering any trade. Keep your vibrations high, and let's get this money. It may be hot outside, but let's make it hotter in these markets. Let's go.
Paper wrap.